Right now I'm holding the largest shrimp species you'll find anywhere. It's one of over 2,000 shrimp species you'll find around the world. But how many of those 2,000 can you actually eat? Well, I plan to find out.
Today, I'm on a mission to eat every shrimp I can find in Asia.
Oh my God, look how massive this thing is.
And by the end of this video, I'll be taking on the most expensive shrimp money can buy.
Oh, I really want to get a mouthful of meat.
But first, the most affordable, tiniest shrimp of the day.
Right here we have our first shrimp of the day coming in at 3 cents per shrimp with the Vietnamese call rice field shrimp. These babies are small and that's why they're cheap. Look at that, it's just a mass of shrimpy bodies inside of here. That is pure protein, baby. Every few seconds one of them flexes their tail and they jump out of this container to the floor below. It's a tragic demise.
Rice field shrimp come from, well, rice fields, just not the ones that are already full of rice. When crops won't grow, farmers turn a losing season into a smart one by repurposing the land and raising these tiny shrimp instead.
They are so small that they're almost translucent. You can see their little hearts beating. In Vietnam, you're not technically supposed to eat a freshwater shrimp raw, but what's the worst that could happen? Delicious and a little bit weird. These shrimp are so small that when you eat the entire thing, you can just bite right through that shell very easily. It gives you a little bit of a crisp texture, and in the end, you might get some legs or shell caught in the back of your throat like a kernel of popcorn. But overall, it's fairly easy to eat whole.
While the brave may eat them raw, locals prefer these tiny shrimp wok-tossed and punchy. First, shallots fry in hot oil, building the base. But once the shrimp go in, everything moves fast, as these little guys only take seconds to cook. Now for the support team. Starfruit adds the sour, chili adds the heat, and sugar, MSG, and seasoning powder pull it all together. A sprinkle of dill and the dish is ready. On the side, rice crackers and soy sauce.
Right here we have our cheapest shrimp of the day. I said earlier it's 3 cents per shrimp. Honestly, it's probably less than 1 penny per shrimp because there are thousands of shrimp on here and this dish costs only a few bucks. What I like about this is that it's so different from any kind of American shrimp dish you're gonna find. In the USA, folks are mainly eating white leg shrimp and the recipes, well, they're pretty simple. We have fried shrimp, we have coconut shrimp, which is just a fried shrimp with coconut, and we have popcorn shrimp, which I'm pretty sure don't contain any popcorn. It is only until you come to Asia that you really open up the wide world of possibilities when it comes to shrimp. To go with our shrimp dish, we also have this right here, a rice cracker made with rice batter and black sesame seeds. This is gonna be our eating utensil. Oh my gosh, it is just like a shrimp graveyard here. I'm gonna be eating every different part of the shrimp, including all these little wispy antennae that look like little hairs. Well, sure, there is some protein somewhere. You really have to taste for it, but what you really feel are these shells, legs, antennas, all the crispy hard bits of the shrimp. Sometimes the horn of the shrimp, it will stab into your gums. It can be painful. This is a dish I would categorize as fun to try. But guess what? We have 7 more shrimp left in our shrimp lineup. Let's move.
We're filming this right at the start of the year, when everyone's making plans, setting targets, and trying to figure out what they want the next 12 months to look like. And there's no better way to do that than with our paid partner, BetterHelp. It's the new year and everyone is setting goals, and you either miss them and feel like you failed, or hit them and think, now what? That's why instead of making goals, I focus on habits. Habits are the small routines you build into your day that quietly make life better over time. Things like going to bed at the same time every night, not eating before bed, and cutting off coffee by 4 p.m. Instead of saying, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, try eating more protein with every meal and taking a walk after dinner every night. It's the small, boring stuff, but it works. And therapy works the same way. It's not about one big breakthrough where everything suddenly makes sense. It's about showing up for yourself consistently and building something that actually lasts. And that's what BetterHelp has helped so many to build. A steady habit of checking in, thinking things through, and not carrying everything on your own. To get started, you fill out a short questionnaire and they match you with a credentialed therapist in as little as a couple of days. If the first match doesn't feel right, you can switch at no extra cost. More than 6 million people have used BetterHelp. So if getting your mental health in order is on your list this year, you're not alone. If you want this year to feel different, start with one habit. Check out betterhelp.com/besteverfood or click the link in the description to get 10% off your first month of therapy. Now, back to the show. Across Asia, shrimp take on every form, from cheap freshwater river prawns
Beautiful. What an absolute specimen. Oh, God.
to deep ocean delicacies worth a fortune.
These are the sweetest shrimp in the world.
Some shine with brilliant color,
It looks like it's already been steamed.
while others look almost alien.
It is so creepy.
Folks here eat them all, and I plan to do the same. Next on the list, just a few more cents, takes us to a saltwater variety of shrimp with a famously rock-hard shell.
Introducing the cat tiger prawn. A very distinguished, unique look. It looks like a shrimp with vitiligo. It's like looking at a zebra.
These prawns are a marine species harvested across the Indo-West Pacific, a salt-rich habitat that gives them a hard iron-like shell.
The shell is known to be very thick, so actually folks in Vietnam call this an iron shrimp.
Now for the transformation, going from iron shrimp to delicate snack. First, the shrimp are peeled, cleaned, and tossed with salt. Garlic oil and olive oil heat up together. Then the seasoned shrimp hit the pan with dried chilies. For the sauce, a quick hit of garlic oil, lime juice, and salt goes over top. Finished with crispy garlic, chili oil, and parsley.
Right here we have our final preparation. This is a very elegant step up from our first location. Look at that guy, covered in delicious, crunchy, fried garlic. Anytime you have a cooked shrimp head like this, you should treat it like a tube of ketchup. We got some nice, fatty shrimp head drippings going on top, just adding a little bit of flavor. Oh yeah, absolutely delicious and confounding. The shrimp is cooked but not overcooked. There's layers of flavor and they all hit you one by one. First, the garlic. It's crunchy, but then from there you really start to feel the heat of the chili oil that these shrimps are literally bathing in. This is a shrimp that's seen many different oils. Olive oil, Europe, and chili oil, China.
Our next contender dominates dinner across the world. It's the shrimp you've seen 1,000 times before, even if you never knew its name.
Right here we have our next specimen, the white leg shrimp or the Pacific white shrimp. Say hello to the white leg shrimp. Hey guys, either all the shrimp are half dead or half of them are fully dead. First of all, its legs, I don't want to shock you, but they're white. Secondly, it's kind of a medium-sized shrimp. I've seen some bigger shrimp and lobsters trying to slap their way to freedom. This guy, they've got some muscle, but when they slap themselves like this, he's got no chance.
This time, instead of using a conventional shrimp recipe, these guys are being wind-dried. First, the shrimp are mixed with crushed salt and pepper. Garlic and chili go in next, followed by a quick wok toss with kaffir lime leaves. Just enough heat to wake up the aromatics but not fully cook the shrimp. Then they're dried low and slow in a wind tunnel for over 8 hours. What comes out is a chewy, concentrated beer snack.
Our white leg shrimp are not so white anymore. Now that it's been prepared, it might look more familiar to you, especially if you live in the United States of America. And that's because 80% of the shrimp eaten in the USA are white leg shrimp. We have some vibrant lime leaves, some bright chilies, and then the shrimp themselves. It is a melody of colors. The shell is still on the shrimp, and you're supposed to eat the shell. That's very nice and very new. That shell, it's become more thin and brittle, but it reminds me of biting into a shrimpy potato chip. It's just like a nice, satisfying crunch. The taste is wonderful. They're pretty dense and dehydrated. The meat is beautifully seasoned with a little bit of that peppercorn. It's a little bit of heat and a little bit of fragrance. And so when it comes to drinking foods, this is like a 10 out of 10. On to our next shrimp.
By the end of this video, we'll meet an ancient assassin that could slice your finger to the bone. But before I come face to face with that danger, we need a palate cleanser.
These are the sweetest shrimp in the world. This is ama ebi. Ama ebi is a Japanese word that translates into sweet shrimp. They have a beautiful peachy hue to them. In Japan, these shrimp are usually served raw, so they can preserve their sweetness.
Here's the secret to their candy-like flavor: self-digestion. While most seafood is best eaten fresh, ama ebi needs time. After death, its own enzymes break down muscle proteins into amino acids, turning a crunchy shrimp into a soft, sugary delicacy.
What is very sweet about this shrimp is this clutch of eggs you can find at the base of its body. These shrimp start their lives as males and later become females. But the reason they do it is important, which is to be their true selves. No, it's for reproductive success. Doesn't quite work the same for humans.
The best way to taste this shrimp raw is in a modern tartare. The shell comes off first, leaving only the sweet raw meat. For the sauce, cucumber, dill, cilantro, green chilies, and a pinch of salt are blitzed with water, then sieved to keep it clean and bright, with just a little pulp added back for texture. The shrimp meat is chopped into a fine tartare and mixed with salt, olive oil, and zest from lemon and orange. The shrimp mince is molded into the center of the plate, surrounded by that cool green cucumber sauce. Then comes the flourish, saffron puree, salmon roe, avocado puree, shrimp eggs, and a scatter of edible flowers with the final drizzle of olive oil. Time to dine.
Incredibly opulent. I can't believe this is only our fourth shrimp of the day. Beyond the shrimp tartare, on top we also have shrimp roe. That's a little bit of salmon roe because, you know, couldn't hurt. Oh, there's even little flowers. It's like a little Zen Japanese garden in a bowl. It looks like a work of art. It looks gorgeous. I hate to break it, but that is delicious. Oh my gosh. It has a smooth, soft, creamy bite to it. Beyond that, the shrimp is indeed very sweet. It is the candy of the sea. Now for my next bite, I want to get some of these shrimp eggs on top. A little bit of brininess coming with the roe. It's a very nice touch, but it really doesn't need anything else. What I really like about the shrimp is how elegant it feels. It costs $1.94 per shrimp, which seems not that expensive, but I guess they are just like Japanese people, very thin and demure, agile and efficient, economical and short. Sorry, I couldn't think of a good last word.
All shrimp have 10 legs. They're fast, flexible, and built to run from danger. But this one is different, equipped with spiked arms and neon blue claws. Meet the giant river prawn.
Our next shrimp right here coming in at $3.72 a piece. This is the giant river prawn. What makes this shrimp very different from other shrimp is that it has arms and claws at the end of those arms. But can they use it to attack me? Oh God. Let's find out. Oh, this is a juicy looking one. Hey, as they get bigger, they get stronger. Oh. Now, I'm gonna do something most food reviewers wouldn't be brave enough to do. You see this massive claw right here? I'm gonna put my finger inside it and see what happens. Ready, buddy? Let's go. Ow. I'm starting to think the arms are not so much a defense mechanism as a way of feeding itself. Slap your tail if I'm correct. Thank you. These things can get absolutely huge. In Thailand, they can get to the size of a small woman's forearm.
This shrimp can go raw and it can go luxury, but here it gets a Chinese-style braise. First, the chef removes the massive heads and slits the back to expose the meat. Sugar and water are caramelized into a deep amber syrup. Shallots go in first, followed by a splash of coconut juice. Then chili sauce and fresh chilies for heat. The prawns plunge into the bath. While they simmer, the chef balances the flavor with seasoning powder, sugar, MSG, and a hit of fish sauce, stirred until the sauce reduces into a sticky, savory coating. Finished with fresh scallions and one last splash of fish sauce to round it out.
Right here we have our freshwater prawns braised the Chinese way. What a beautiful orange hue. The only way to eat this is to take it all the way apart, arms and all. Oh, look, that is the arm that pinched me earlier, now rendered completely useless. Crunch. Wow, my spine has never felt so fresh before. That's because it's not there. What I'm gonna do next is peel back this thick shell. In the end, right there, this is the final product. Now I'm gonna go deep into this clay pot and really soak up that delicious sauce. Texture-wise, this is more of a classic shrimp experience. Very bouncy, springy. It is definitely cooked all the way through. What sets this shrimp apart though is the taste. That combination of ingredients, the fish sauce, the chili sauce, the coconut juice, all of that coming together, it's absolutely fragrant and delicious. Beyond that, most people wouldn't want to waste a big ass head like this, and most people would advise that you suck the head. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules and I don't make the terminology either. Magical head surprise. That was a hit of pure umami. I love it.
Next, we're moving up to a luxury prawn, one that flew here all the way from Europe.
This type of shrimp is known as a luxury seafood. In fact, for one of these guys, it costs $11.40. If you're looking at a whole platter full like this, we're talking almost $100.
Pulled from the deep, cold Atlantic waters, these crimson giants live in total darkness. Hauling them up is half the cost. and the shrimp's better half is its head, loaded with rich, briny head butter that chefs call liquid gold.
This shrimp right here comes from Spain. Actually, it comes from the Atlantic Ocean, but somehow Spain got dibs on naming it. Carabineros. It means policeman in Spanish. The name comes from the red uniform of Spanish customs police. And if you try sneaking these shrimp through customs, you're gonna have a problem. But that won't stop Vietnamese people from trying.
To prepare the Spanish delicacy, the chef keeps it simple. The prawn is split open, anointed with olive oil and sea salt, then kissed by an open flame to char the shell while keeping that liquid gold intact. Meanwhile, the base is built. Olive oil meets squid and pre-cooked rice, built on sofrito. The mixture turns jet black with a dose of rich cuttlefish ink. A ladle of seafood stock brings it to a simmer before it finishes in the oven to achieve that perfect sticky texture. Finally, the grilled scarlet prawn is laid upon its final resting place, decorated with dots of creamy aioli, quickly torched and garnished with coriander.
Right here we have our final Carabineros preparation. Am I even saying this right? Carabineros. Was that Stephen Hawking? Turns out it's carabinero, not whatever I was saying before. This preparation is simple, straightforward, and elegant. My favorite part right here is what they call the head butter, also known as tamale. Sorry, Mexicans, not that kind of tamale. It is the digestive organ found in the head of the shrimp. So is it technically a brain? No, unless you think with your stomach, like I do. Oh, that's very nice. Look at the color on that tail. It is absolutely vivid and gorgeous. From here, the best move is to dip it into that shrimp brain. Let's give it a shot. That is very nice. They've grilled it, but certainly not too much. It is still very tender. Beyond that, they sprinkled just the right amount of salt on there to bring out even more flavor. When you add in that tamale, oh my God. It's intense, sweet, and rich. I love the combination. Our next meaty shrimp contender is right here, coming in at over $22 a piece, the tiger prawn. I'm gonna reach inside here. This is a little bit dangerous. These feel like shrimp from the Jurassic period. They are so huge. Anything could happen, and they have a big muscle with which they can try to get away from me. Oh my God! Look how massive this thing is right here. That is an absolute beauty. These guys, even as big as they look right now, can get even bigger, growing up to about 1 pound a piece.
This is the largest carnivorous shrimp on Earth, a striped Indo-Pacific giant that grows non-stop, a species that will tear apart its own kind if space runs out.
Take a look at all of that meat right here. It is huge in all the right places, unlike me. Now, this is the biggest shrimp of the day, but it's not the most expensive. That you're gonna see later. But first, time to cook.
To break it down, the chef makes a clean cut just above the shoulder blades. The massive shrimp heads are sent straight to the deep fryer, where each transforms into a crunchy, savory crown. Meanwhile, the bodies take a more gentle path. They're quickly poached, then chilled on ice. From here on out, the shrimp will remain raw. Its tiger stripe armor is stripped away. The back is split. The vein is pulled. The meat is butterflied. And at last, it's finished with a sweet and sour Thai chili sauce.
Right here we have beautiful butterflied shrimp tails that have been soaked with a Thai chili sauce. Let's work our way up to that and start with the head. The way you eat this, you unhinge it and then lift it up. Boom! Look at all that is revealed. A massive log of meat. Check out those abs, baby. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a dip in my Vietnamese chili sauce right here and toss it back. I've never had such a huge, meaty piece of meat from a shrimp's head. The meat was cooked using hot oil. It's heavy, but it's still tender. Beyond that, this sauce is very citrusy, it's spicy, it's a perfect pairing with this shrimp head meat. I'm very impressed. If you were in the USA and you saw somebody bring out 6 shrimp heads like this, you would think, cool, can we have food now? But in these heads, there is a lot of food, and that's all edible, baby. Right here, we have beautiful butterflied shrimp tails. The smells in here, it's amazing, powerful, and fragrant. Also, it's raw. You can still see the tiger stripes on the meat, the underside right here, that's absolutely coated in this very spicy Thai sauce. I can't eat the whole thing. I have to eat half at a time. It's so massive. Wow, that is a mouthful. Turns out, it's possible to have too much of a good thing. The meat itself is still sinewy, but not bouncy or springy like a cooked shrimp, but it still has a heck of a bite to it. That said, the flavor is also very different. It tastes almost a little bit irony, like raw lobster blood. Beyond the meat's flavor, those Thai spices add so much depth and complexity. It's sweet, it's salty, it's sour, it's spicy. It's got a little bit of everything. But even though this is the biggest shrimp of the day, it's not the most expensive. That one is coming up next. At last, we have built up to our final and most expensive shrimp of the day, a specimen that costs over $25 each, introducing the mantis shrimp. Now, the mantis shrimp is terrifying, and I will explain why. There are two categories when it comes to these guys, the clubbers and the spearers. Both of them can hurt you badly.
Forged over a period of 400 million years, the mantis shrimp is evolution turned into a weapon, with eyes that see colors invisible to us, and arms that fire 50 times faster than the human eye can blink. They are hard to farm and even harder to handle, and that's what makes it the most expensive shrimp in all of Asia. I faced the clubber mantis before back in Hong Kong, so I know exactly how dangerous it can be.
Can it hurt you?
Oh, yeah.
What does it feel like?
Oh, it had a hole. It went right through.
But that was the clubber mantis. What we have here is the spearer. This one doesn't punch, rather its razors strike to the bone.
I asked them a moment ago, can I pick these up? And they said yes, but it also can hurt you. Wow. It seems like they're sleeping until you touch them behind the shoulder blades. Oh my God, imagine seeing these in the wild. They're so gross. All right, now I am sneaking up behind this mantis prawn. Oh, smushing it against the glass. It hates it. It doesn't like that at all. Oh, all right, I've got one right here. Look at this, a lively creature. So here, you can see the different parts of its anatomy. The tail, the little flappy doodads on the base of its tail. And then it has some extra arms. What's that even for? And then it has the weapons right here. These are its spearing arms. This is threat level 10 when it comes to shrimp. It doesn't get much worse than this. These are arms that are used to stab and hold its prey while it slowly devours their head. Gross.
I've eaten mantis shrimp in the past throughout Southeast Asia, like this preparation you see here in Bangkok. The biggest challenge when dealing with this expensive shrimp is cooking it in a way where the meat can still easily be removed from the shell.
The texture is a little bit mushy. It's not doing it for me.
A feat that's not so easy to accomplish.
The mantis shrimp, it's my least favorite shrimp of all time. Still, somehow it's the most expensive. But listen, I am open for an amazing mantis shrimp experience, and that's what I'm hoping for today.
To disarm the alien, the chef first trims the weaponized legs and slits its back to expose the flesh inside. Lightly dusted in flour, they are plunged into hot oil, flash frying the shell to seal in the juices. Salted egg yolks are mashed into a fine golden powder. In a pan, butter melts over low heat, joined by the rich, savory egg dust. Stir gently until it emulsifies into bubbling liquid gold, inviting our pricey prawn to dive in. Plate, garnish with fried garlic and a sprinkle of shrimp salt, and now our final shrimp of the day awaits.
At last, we have come to our final location where we're gonna eat our most expensive shrimp of the day. Remember that terrifying head we saw earlier? It was kind of yellowy green. Well, now the colors have changed to more of a purple hue. Its arms are still intact. Even after life, this thing is a beast. Here's what we're gonna do with this body part. It's really interesting. You can actually twist it and throw it away. Nice. Now pry it open, you can start to see the meat on the inside. That's looking decent. Now typically the meat just desperately wants to cling to the shell. It really takes some next level skill to get it off. I keep taking off shell and bits of meat are coming with it. Just absolutely butchered. You would have to find a monk to peel this for you. All right, so we got the top of the shell off, but the whole bottom of the shell is still there. At what point do you actually eat food? There we go. That's what I got right there. Slightly sweet, fairly mushy, no spring to it, no bounciness. Oh, I really want to get a mouthful of meat, but it's almost impossible. Can I be honest with you? it's all right. The salted egg yolk is actually a great flavor to combine with the shrimp or with any shrimp. The problem with mantis shrimp is they're nearly impossible to eat. To extract the meat, you really have to pulverize it, so by the time you get a bite, you're just kind of left with a pile of mantis mush, which, can I say, is heartbreaking. If you're somebody who stuck around to the end of the video to see what this experience was going to be like with a $25 shrimp, well, this is it.
Though I've experienced many disappointing mantis prawns, here in Shanghai, at this Michelin-rated restaurant, they've cracked the code. Take a look at this. This culinary work of art, where 100% of the shrimp's meat has been extracted, comes at a price of over $220, and I'll be showing you that in a future video.
In this video, we tried 8 different shrimp species, but if I had to pick one that was my absolute favorite, it was the tiger prawn. Imagine a shrimp so massive that even just inside its head, it has a whole bite of delicious, bouncy shrimp meat. A shrimp so big, it became 2 dishes. The head was one thing, the tail, another thing. Both things, very good things. But that is just my opinion, guys. Let me know what you think downstairs in the comments down below. Which of these shrimp species or shrimp dishes do you wish you could try from today? Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.